Hello to the gamers. This weekly is it's a tough one, man. What would I say about this weekly so far? Well, the theme is kind of health scaling, and you can also use a hyena to swap attack and health of all animals. So I think if you expect your opponent is going to be running a high health team using something like a guinea fowl or a porcupine, which, spoilers, they will be, because that's what works this week. You could run a hyena, maybe an overpriced cake. You could run a hyena to kind of stick one in their craw, right? And be like, guess what? All of your really tanky units are now really fragile. The problem is that all of your really tanky units will also become really fragile. And I know what you're going to say, well, why not just build them with attack instead? Well, this is why. There's no attack related foods. So they're doing something a little, the theming at least this week is certainly unique. In practice, now it is only Monday, okay? So don't shoot the messenger here. In practice, we're not talking about the game that I love, okay? We're talking about practice. The problem is that it seems like every weekly or every ranked instance basically seems to become who got a guinea fowl and a lemur to give it garlic as soon as possible. That will carry you very, very well throughout the mid game, although you will probably lose to some other teams who are running a better guinea fowl. But if you get the most guinea fowl, you are probably stoked. You're probably like, this is the greatest weekly they've ever done. And maybe that'll be us this time. We'll hopefully find out on the next round or so. Oh, what a shot! So far, so good. Not that the trophies matter, but at this point at least. But I take it. We take it anyway. How about this? It's not a guinea fowl. I feel like these are not that useful right now, unfortunately. I'm going to sell you. I'm going to go rabbit. I'm going to buff the marmoset. I'm still not too worried about you. Hedgehog can sort of keep us in the game for a bit here. Broccoli, I think you got to be careful with just because attack is at such a premium this week that, like, you might think, oh, check it out. I've got a 115 porcupine. That's crazy. Then you go up against like a 7/7 guinea fowl with garlic, and you're like, man, I wish I had some extra attack on this son of a gun. But we're doing fine right now. Everything looks good. Rabbit, there are some acceptable foods, namely peach. And I think there's like a stealth sort of, not counter meta, but there probably is with hyena. But even if you don't get the guinea fowl or a porcupine to really take advantage of the tanky build, I think that if you can live until turn 9 or so, get a moose, get a saber tooth, get a PETA once the PETA becomes available, you can hang. But it is to some extent like, get ready, here it comes. This has got to be the nightmare matchup. We're going up against somebody who got lemur and guinea fowl on the same turn. On the bright side, I won't have to face them next round, hopefully. That one's just not gonna be winnable, quite frankly. I want to wait a turn. Realistically, if I'm just being honest with you, I think it's tough for us to imagine a situation where we're really excited to be using that pill bug. I don't even think we freeze this. I know you're gonna die. I'm kind of okay with you dying, no disrespect. The rabbit, if we got a bunch of them, they would be sick. But one of them plus a peach, I mean, it's good, but it's not gonna be. I mean, I'm just being real with you. We fought the worst team we could have fought there, like in terms of like the worst matchup. Your team with the tropical fish and the porcupine, probably pretty scary too. Your team looks like it matches up against ours. Your team, your stats aren't that good. You got garlic, but I think it depends what you do in the interim period. 1/9 porcupine might be a little scary early on. We look, as far as I can tell, I would say we're like middle of the pack right now. We'll just wait it out. Now, this team will probably be stronger than us soon. Are they stronger than us now? Yes. You could probably tell, by the way, I don't know if you saw my ELO, but I streamed some Super Auto Pets today, and I was getting my you-know-what kicked. So I think you're just not a good unit, quite frankly. Now, I think this was a bad decision. We'll take a Dolphin, maybe get some arbitrage out of that. You might as well just take the stats, and I don't know, man. Are we really buying a Peach? I think we roll for Pug. I'm just going to say, maybe I'm stubborn. Other people have already been rocking their Porcupines for a couple turns. I'm going to sleep on that. I may actually sell the Mosquito. It's only doing 1 damage to 2 enemies. Sell the Mosquito to give 1 HP to everybody. I think our team is now pretty bad, though. Please put me up against Jorm. I think I can handle Jorm right now. I hope I can handle Jorm. I hope we can queue up here. We got 40 seconds. What are we doing with our lives, man? Okay, your team, better than mine. How do you know a team is better than yours? I'll just give it to you straight. If they have a decently big Porcupine and a decently, or a decently big Guinea Fowl and Garlic, that team's going to rinse us. We don't even need to run the numbers. Everybody else, we might have a chance. They do have Garlic, but I'm deluding myself into thinking but they have a Guinea Fowl as well. They got both of them? How dare you? How dare you? This is okay, because we get another Snail. I would even love to see it level up. We get a Sniper out here, maybe? We have to go Blobfish, man. But what do you sell? You wait till next round. Ooh. Experience is like the only thing that could bail us out of this. Please put me up against somebody that's not very good. I'm begging you. We don't have any long-term prospects, man. Sorry, I got a little tortilla stuck in my tooth. There we go. I'm eating lunch at 3:15 like some kind of psycho. But I was streaming from 10 to 3. I don't have to excuse myself to you. I don't have to tell you that I had 3 Girl Guide cookies for breakfast. I was a pre-workout meal before I got on the bike, okay? I ran out of Honey Stinger vanilla-flavored miniature Stroopwafels, which are designed for cycling nutrition. Hey, we can win this one. We can take this one. We can take this one. The worst part is we're not even losing to, like, the super good teams. Okay, this is the saving grace. Listen, Pug, you had your chance. Tier 1s, we love to see that. Any chance I could get a pill? I did. What am I going to do with it? Are you really good? Because you're giving 2 health to everybody. You're a 411. You might think I've lost my mind to be doing this. I think it's our only way out. Forget about the Dolphin. If this Moose doesn't level, we don't stand a chance to compete long term, okay? Now, in the short term, we may just lose as a result of being partly squatted. But we got to figure out our Nate Silver path to, getting 270 electoral votes, okay? Because let's be honest, right now, it's not looking great. We lost New York, okay? It looks like we're going to lose Florida. So we got to pick up every rectangular state that's, west of Illinois and east of the Pacific. So there's a lot of those to pick up. We're going to need to get them all. At least they don't have garlic on the Guinea Fowl. It's not going to matter. It's not going to matter. I mean, okay, this is, I'll just be honest with you, it's straight up like, it's sore loser rhetoric. I do think this weekly and I've played like 3 or 4 hours of it now. This is not the first weekly, the first ranked game we've run here. I do think that this is possibly the most undercooked weekly they've ever served to the public. It's just, it just seems like if you make it to the late game, you're wide open. But if you don't get a really, really early guinea fowl or a really, really early peacock or a porcupine, be a rude baby. Best of luck to you. And we did not get the guinea fowl. I also feel like on a long enough time scale, obviously this will progress to the mean. I feel like I have not had that many early guinea fowls. I've had a few early porcupines, and I think a porcupine is a nice consolation prize this week, but I very rarely seem to get the level up porcupine, or sorry, level up guinea fowl that it really feels like could change your life. I really don't want two of these guys, but it does give me the best chance probably to level up. So I would say right now, we're probably going to be on 4 life. After this. I'm also going to lose my own life because we're timing out in the first 2 rounds. Teamwood, we got to do something about this, okay? Again, I'm not suggesting you have to lower the turn timer. It's a game design problem. It already worked, okay? Just the subtle thought of mockery was enough to get them motivated here. And I think that's based. Hey, we're going to be on 5. Let's go. I do think they should add like a bully button or something. I want to go crazy mode. I want this. Garlic. I want this. Freeze the peach. Take your level. See if you get guinea fowl. No. Okay, blobfish is still pretty good because pills exist. Unfreeze this so pills are more likely to show up. Double garlic would go crazy. We might even just want to level our mosquito if we get a chance so that we could get a guinea fowl or a porcupine as early as possible. Or you could save your blobfish and level it up and then maybe get a level 2 guinea fowl or porcupine as soon as possible. I don't know, okay? Maybe the meta will stabilize throughout the week. Or rather, it would be great if it opened up instead of stabilizing. Things you don't want to hear your cardiac surgeon say, probably. But you'd be anesthetized at that point anyway. It's too late. I'm hoping that it doesn't just become a race to guinea fowl. But if it does, I'm hoping that somebody else has to face the guinea fowl team. I've been saved for one more round. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, we win these. Second porcupine pippin, very interesting. I think we do want blobfish somewhere. And I honestly think, like, although you're the best chance to level, not that interested. I'm thinking we want something like this. And I'm loath to level you. Remember to freeze a pill if you get one. Okay. So that's, at the very least, we could have a level 3 gecko. Which is not that meaningful, I think. But could give us, hang on, guinea fowl, garlic. Oh. Seems like a relatively low amount, though. Blowfish could go hard here. I think blowfish could still accomplish some stuff. Skunk also seems very important, but the thing is, the skunk is the necessary counter pick to guinea fowl, if you're not at hyena yet. Because the guinea fowl is going to have 30 HP. You skunk it down as low as it'll go. It'll generate a 20-20 dog instead of a 50-50 dog. Whoa, thank God. But we also need to have something that can beat the other units on the enemy team. And that's like an easier said than done sort of situation here, I think. That being said, the hedgehogs are keeping us feeling pretty good here. I guess we could just level up our porcupine instead of leveling up the fairly useless salamander. Come on, something meaningful. I mean, I think maybe it's all about levels, man. Maybe it's all about getting to the moose as fast as you can. So what's the game plan here? Oh, forget the crow, man. Just let the crow perish. I'm not too optimistic about this round. Let me think. If we can hold off, this is turn 5. If we could get if we're going to have decent HP on turn 7. If we could get a meaningful level up on turn 7, which is tough because we don't have any unit that can meaningfully level up. Like the gecko is not really that transformative right now. But anyway, just don't worry about that just yet. Maybe an eel or something. If we get an eel to level 2, level up into a moose, then we got something going. It's also an interesting idea. Orcas exist. So you know what you can do, and it's a huge long shot. You can pill an orca and hope to get a walrus, which would give you death touch. And you know, like a 10 attack, 50 HP unit is not that interesting for you, but a 10 attack, 50 unit with death touch, with rice. Now we're talking. Now we are talking. And I'm talking tuna. Okay, we need the bully button. We need a button that puts their name up in lights and says, hurry up, okay? We need a button that says, come on, this isn't rocket science. I'm just being real with you, okay? You're not beating the guinea fowl with garlic combination unless you have one yourself. So that's an automatic loss. I'll take my level. You know what? No, I won't. We should save it for next turn. We should save it for next turn. So this is crazy, but at least it gets the chocolate out there. I don't know what I'm doing with either of you, honestly. Neither of you are going to do anything too important here. But we knew this was likely, okay? We're going to sack... Well, we don't have any other choice. It's not like I'm saying we're in a great position and then boom, I'm going to like kill you or I'm going to kill my team. And as a result, like we're just memeing it up. It's not like that. The only way that we could get the long-term plan to kick was to kind of hold for a minute. We're lucky we had the HP necessary to do so. Give me the bully button, please. Are we beating any teams? Oops, the wrong button. Are we beating any teams? Call me crazy. I know you have 4 life. We can beat this team just by virtue of our hedgehog matching up well. We probably lose to you. We definitely lose to you. I think we own you, honestly. I mean, obviously you have one more turn to figure out what you're doing, but let's see. Let's see. Oh! Well, that's, I don't care as long as I keep my HP, I guess. It's not that big of a deal. Okay, important. Moose me. Oh, thank you. Moose me? Okay, it's not a big deal. We will go moose, sell, freeze. We do want skewer. Everybody's still basically dying, but not for long, because this is the earliest moose you're ever going to see. Ah, forget about this guy. Buy the chocolate for your moose. This is what happens when we're able to not die on our last round. This is like maybe the boldest play I've ever made. Sell me. Buy me. Sell me. Sell me. Buff me. You're interesting at the very least. Give skewer to the nearest friend behind. I think we just roll once. Now, we are 2 squatted. But now, every subsequent unit we buy... Like, listen, I didn't want to be rolling a rat and a cockroach and a freaking useless salamander into the game when the game gets tough, okay? Let's buy some useful units. And the hedgehog is useful enough. Like, we had the, cooler heads had to prevail at some point. We probably are toasted for a round or 2. Especially because this is who we're going up against, but... I mean, to be honest, you got to be really skillful to get a guinea fowl and garlic. So I give you a lot of credit for that. Okay, freeze me, freeze me. Sadly, we have to make some choices here. We might as well send you out there. Honestly, go for it, and honestly, go for it. I know this is a very... well, you'll probably live, actually. I know this is a very strange-looking squad that we've got here, but we do have some health scaling. Both of the moose power-ups went to the snail, huh? Not the way I would have drawn it up personally, but... Now, 1 unit is dead. We're on 3 lives. I don't feel that bad on 3 lives. I don't feel amazing because our team is like so far out of the pocket versus the norm. But I'll tell you, I think a level 2 moose could go crazy this week. I also think it would go crazy if they put a button in the game that spotlighted the names of the people that have not selected ready yet. And we could be like, really, bro? Really? You're on 1 gold and you're not hitting the ready button? That's all I'm saying. Hey, they could always sell a level 2 crow in the... Yeah, I know. And you know that's not what they're doing. They're typing to their Discord kitten right now. Speculation. I've never been happier with a draw. Hold me in here. I don't really want any of these, but I do want to freeze these. I do want you. And I think, obviously, you're not what I want on the squad. None of you are what I want on the squad, really, but I mean, weakness is pretty good. Maybe it's probably too late for the porcupine to start popping. Do I want a hyena? Problem with the hyena is it's going to make all of our units bad, too. They'll have lots of attack, though. If we run hyena, we have to run a spawner, and I just don't see that happening. And there's temptations, but I wouldn't say the temptations here are really based in reality, okay? I understand that there's probably some anger that I have a snail out here. Trust me, much of that anger is coming from myself. If I could replace it with anything that I thought mattered, I would. But trust me, I've added the hyena to almost this exact same squad on a streamed run. The problem is that your hedgehog just starts to kill your entire squad. I think, if anything, we should note that against most teams, we'll probably have an HP advantage. So we want to not see hyenas from the other team. Although if we see hyenas, probably a pretty realistic chance to draw, honestly. I don't know. I still think our team is not that bad. That sucked. I really love if you could get the guinea fowl out of there, but, you know, just understand Rome wasn't built in a day. Holy cow, we won! That's what you get, guinea fowl user. Put me in the top 5. You haven't been buffed yet. We have the luxury of possibly pivoting off of you. It's not going to be an eel. You take these moments when they present themselves. It's not going to happen every day. The man's crazy. He's gone insane. We can scale anything we please. But we got to get some good units because we're still 3 squatted here like a nutcase, man. You know what we need? A saber-tooth would go insane. That's fine. I mean, we're 3 squatted. This is what we expect to lose HP during the pivot, okay? Saber-tooth plus PETA, please. I think Croc could be fine. I mean, we could run another moose. It just seems like at that point... Maybe we've gone a little crazy. Maybe we've lost it ourselves a little bit. Each one of these is worth 4, but each tier 1 is worth 9. So I simply can't take you. I cannot take you. If we're not gonna get a saber tooth, like we have to do what we've got the tools to do, okay? I don't know. I don't know, man. 2 guinea fowl users have been removed from the ecosystem. And honestly, for that, even if you're one of those people who watches every video I make and you just watch to see when I make a mistake while also trying to maintain a consistent throughput of dialogue, you should be thanking me that we've contributed to a drag on guinea fowls in the meta. We've demoralized 2 guinea fowl users. Now I will become a guinea fowl user myself if I'm ever presented the opportunity. But unfortunately, that hasn't come to pass. So we have to do what we can do given the circumstances of our doing. And what the Teamwood Games people need to do is add a button, maybe, that shows the name of who's taking, and the status. You know what? Last person in, it should show us what they're doing that's taking so long. That should be the punishment. You got me again. As a result of taking so long, we should be able to snipe you and see what your team's doing. I'd love a level 2 gorilla. I'd love a saber tooth. You know what? You gotta take a PETA. It's simply the best way to handle it. Come on, just keep me in for one more round. And I'm not asking for the world. Just keep me in for one more round. Who can I beat? We just lost to you, so not you. I think there might be I understand you've got a big guinea fowl here, but now you're gonna... I lost to you, but that was when I was 3 squatted. I think there's a chance I beat, and I know this is braggadocious. I think there's a chance I beat every team that is not the team I just lost to. And I'm saying that in sincere honesty. You'd be mad no matter what. If I said I beat every team, you'll say he's braggadocious. If I said every team beats me, you'll be like, oh, sandbagging. So I might as well give my honest opinion. My honest opinion is that if we get a mirror or the repeat match, we lose, but otherwise we might stand a chance. Well, it's time to put your money where your mouth is, brother. I apologize. I was clearly incorrect. Well, anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. It's a good weekly this week. Hopefully next video we get a guinea fowl and then you can really see it pop off. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. See ya!